everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Burton Burger Podcast, episode 224. I'm one of your hosts, Burger, and with me is the other B to the Burton Burger Podcast, and that would be Bert. Hello, Bert.
Yo, howdy.
And just remember, we're trying to bring a little bit of the family element to the podcast world, and remember, it's just comedy at the end of the day, so quit being a pussy.
Chill, have some fun.
Just calm yourself. So we got a couple of things that we want to talk about. So we're just going to jump right into one of the biggest events that happened over the weekend. The NFL draft has officially wrapped up and over with.
Yo.
Not really too much more happens right now as far as the NFL goes from now until the first preseason game. There might be just pretty much training camp battles and stuff that happen. I think those start up in like June or something. I'm not sure.
Okay.
So, yeah, no, we are officially done with all the off-season stuff, and it's basically just training camp battles and then the preseason.
It's that easy. Right into the fucking meat and taters. Doesn't it?
It's already flown by.
When does the preseason game start?
When's the Super Bowl, Bert says?
It's like, yeah, I know. I ask that every fucking year.
Yeah.
It's
same
bad.
time as the last, 54 Super Bowls?
Yeah.
Well,
No, I don't really change it up.
preseason starts up in
It's
August.
like August or something, yeah.
Yeah, so they'll have a couple of games there. Yeah, and then the regular season starts up. So, pretty exciting stuff. So, we don't have to go into it with too much detail, but I did just kind of want to talk about our team's draft here. So, I'll go ahead and I'll pull up the Las Vegas Raiders draft, and then we can go over the Saints draft real quick, and then we can touch on the Lions briefly as well. I'm pulling that up right now. I'm looking for it. But we could talk about a couple of things that stand out. First of all, Caleb Williams was the first pick of the NFL draft. The guy that Bert could have took in Madden, but for some reason he took Drake May, who went third overall in real life. And Bert has thrown twice as many interceptions as touchdowns with Drake May in Madden, so I'm not really sure why he wanted him so badly.
Yeah, I think I've had less than like 10 what the fuck am I saying? I've had less than 100 passing yards every game for like the last 10 or 20 games. 10, 20,
okay.
However many it's been. Fucking 45, it feels like. I think fucking like 10 or 12 games, yeah.
It's pretty par for the course for you, Bert.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, Drake May went third overall to the Patriots, so that's where your boy went.
Mid-ass fucking Pats. Might have to start, keeping my eye that direction. Not watch,
Such
but
a
root for, I
bandwagon.
should say.
So, and then Michael Penix, or Penix, I guess his name is, he went to the Falcons at 8th overall. You know what the interesting thing about the Falcons is, Bert?
What's that?
They signed a quarterback in the offseason.
Okay.
Do you remember which quarterback that was?
Falcons. I know they got rid of the big man, if he was even still on their fucking team.
There was no big man quarterback for the Falcons.
Wait, they had that one fuckhead. Wait, where the fuck
The
did
big
Ass
free
Crack
agent.
go?
The one big free agent that the Falcons signed, Bert.
Wait,
What
I
are
don't even
me
remember.
and you?
Okay. Tool titties?
Nope. What are
Cuz?
me and you? Yeah.
Cousins.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, Kirkless.
Yeah.
Kirkonian.
Bert's fucking franchise quarterback for the past 10 years for some reason.
Yeah, I forgot about the old guy.
Yeah, he's on the
Damn.
Falcons.
Ew.
He signed a 4-year, $180 million contract. You knew this, by the way.
They're just pitching money out. Yeah, no, I remember.
This was like 2 months ago.
Yeah, now that you're mentioning the thing with the off-season stuff for me is I'm a very visual rememberer. At least for I feel like a lot of stuff. Like when I think of Bijan, I think of what he looks like, and then I think about his jersey, and I'm like, oh, he's on the Falcons. But I feel like I haven't really seen Kirk in a Falcons jersey because
Well, yeah, it was like 2 months ago. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I feel like I just have
we just
trouble with that.
drafted.
In reality, I'm just a retard and I don't remember things very well. But
Yeah, I mean, you can try to bullshit whatever excuse
I'm
now
just trying
up that
to
you
fucking
want.
be silly.
Even if you saw him in a fucking thing, I bet you probably still think Derek Carr's on the Raiders. But
Yeah, for real.
so yeah, they just signed Kirk Cousins like a month or two ago to a 4-year, $180 million contract. 4 years, so not a short one. $180 million. Massive contract.
Yeah.
And then with the 8th overall in the pick, not in the 8th round, not the 88th pick, the 8th pick out of like 300 players, the fucking Falcons went and took Michael Penix Jr., a quarterback from Washington.
That's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Is it just they're not... I don't even know. Yeah, it's like you don't have a lot of faith in them, and you're like, well, fuck, we got to go down.
No, they said we got the quarterback now, and we got our quarterback for the future, all in one. Yeah, you could have got your quarterback in the future, like next year,
in the future,
or the year after. Yeah,
yeah. When homeboy's got a couple years left.
The Falcons
a couple
have
to 4.
I saw it. They were like, Falcons don't have a D tackle. Falcons don't have a defensive end. Falcons don't have a corner or anything. The Falcons really could use some help over there on defense. And with the 8th overall in the pick, the 8th overall pick, which is a top 10 pick in the draft, they went and chose a fucking backup to sit behind Kirk Cousins for fucking 4 years.
Yeah, that's kind of scuffed.
Yeah, that was gay. And what's really gay is that was who the Raiders were really trying to pursue, was Michael Penix. So,
damn. So you're extra fucking feeling that one, huh?
Yeah, it's whatever. So then let's go to what the Raiders did. Round 1, pick 13, which is what, 5 picks after Michael Penix. Cool. They selected Brock Bowers, who is a tight end from Georgia. And the thing is, they drafted a tight end in the second round last year. They had their tight end in Michael Mayer. Great tight end. That was kind of a head-scratching move. But here's the thing. This draft had 6 quarterbacks go in the top 12.
Okay.
Record. Nothing's ever like that happened before. You never take fucking 6 quarterbacks in the top 12.
That's crazy.
So the Raiders only have Gardner Minshew, by the way, fucking Bud Light PBR chewing tobacco spitting motherfucker.
Uh-huh.
And
B-dubs
Aiden
too.
O'Connell.
Don't forget.
Yeah. Aiden O'Connell, who all my friends say look like a fucking pedo, so he looks like you.
Okay, it's she.
And
fuck.
Those are the only 2 quarterbacks we have. And what do we take? 13th overall with a pretty terrible defense and no quarterback. We take a tight end. Cool.
Okay. You can carry the team, bro. You have no idea.
Yeah, not the tight end we drafted high last year, but the one we drafted this year.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Is you can run a 2 tight end set very easily, where you have both tight ends out there at the same time.
Right.
This sets it up for you to run the ball a lot more as well, because you have some big men out there that can block still.
Mm-hmm.
Brock Bowers, I shit you not, is the most decorated tight end in college football history, meaning no other tight end has won more awards and has been more prestigious than Brock Bowers in college.
Fuck. That's kind of cool.
So the Raiders looked at the board, and a guy who is a top 5 player in the draft out of all the quarterbacks, out of all of the defensive ends, all the people that get drafted high, he was like a top 5 player as far as athletic ability and stuff goes.
Okay.
He was projected at, when mock drafts were first starting to come out, Brock Bowers was projected to be a very high drafted tight end.
I feel like I remember seeing him on the board when we were drafting this year.
Yeah, and then he was projected to go between 5 and 10, somewhere around there. And then all of a sudden the Raiders are sitting there and they're like, well, all the quarterbacks are gone.
Yeah, fuck.
Offensive linemen are starting to fall off. This guy, this top 4 talent, was not supposed to be here. Shit, we'll make it work.
You look to my left, look to my right.
Yep. So I look to my left.
Yeah.
And I just push his name forward.
Yeah, just on the desk. Yeah.
The Cowboys did this with Micah Parsons a handful of years ago.
Okay.
Micah Parsons was supposed to be like a top 10 defensive player. He fell. The Cowboys are drafting at 15. We're like, holy fucking shit, what are you doing here? Come on over to the boys. Lol.
Yeah.
And then CeeDee Lamb did the same thing for the Cowboys because Henry Ruggs and Jerry Jeudy were drafted ahead of CeeDee Lamb.
That's crazy, really?
The Cowboys didn't even need a receiver, but fucking CeeDee Lamb was there. They're like, we really don't need a receiver, but this is like a top 4 guy here that just fell to us. Like, imagine you're in Madden. You know how in Madden it'll say first round, second round, third round, potential undrafted free agent, right? Did you know there's a couple that literally say top 5?
Yeah, I have seen that. Yep.
Yeah. So, like, imagine being the Raiders. Yeah,
You're like
imagine being the
32nd
Raiders at
pick,
13.
you're like, shit.
Yeah. Imagine you're at the 28th pick,
Yeah.
and you see a right tackle that says top 5, and you have an 85 overall right tackle. You're like, well, we'll make it work.
Fuck. Yeah.
So,
It's a little trade token. Why not?
And a tight end is like a fun position, too, as well, where they can go out and catch touchdowns and such. So, I'm okay with that. I would have liked to see them get like another defensive end to go on the other side of Mason Crosby, but Max Crosby. Mason Crosby's the fucking kicker. Max Crosby. But they did draft Tyree Wilson really high last year, so maybe they're just really hoping that he takes off this year. So we'll take Brock Bowers. Anyways, in the second round, they took Jackson Power Johnson, who was a guard that was supposed to be a very easily first rounder that somehow fell to the second round, and not just fell into the second round, but almost halfway through.
Okay.
So he fell hard, and we just scooped him up. He wasn't supposed to be there. Like, I wouldn't have even been mad if the Raiders took Jackson Power Johnson at 13. That's how good this guy is.
Okay.
It's just like, imagine in Madden where you're like, do I take this guy or this guy? Fuck, I'll take player A. And then you hit sim to your next pick. It's the second round. Player B still there. You're like, oh!
Okay. Fuck.
Yeah, so that's basically what happened. So we got a really good lineman, and then we went and took Delmar Glaze, offensive tackle out of Maryland in the third round. DeCamarion Richardson, a cornerback out of Mississippi State. Apparently, he ran a 4.34 40, which is really fast, and the Raiders made a post saying speed kills with Henry Ruggs being cut from the team because he was going 115 miles an hour down an expressway and killed a woman and her dog.
Classy.
So when the Raiders posted a post of this guy running saying speed kills, people were like, lol. And then it just said, post has
just
been
the
deleted.
fucking skull emoji. It's like, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably sent the skull emoji too because they're the Raiders.
Yeah, true. Fuck. Oh
Yeah.
my god, it's terrible.
Yeah. Round 6, they took Dylan something L. He's a running back out of New Hampshire. So they went and got a new running back because Josh Jacobs isn't there no more. Fuck that idiot.
Oh,
fuck off my
dang,
team.
Okay.
He's on the Packers now.
Yep. I remember hearing about that.
Then they took a safety in the 7th round from Air Force and a corner in the 7th round out of Pittsburgh. So that's what the Raiders did. They got a couple of offensive players and a couple of defensive players. No quarterbacks. Everybody was freaking out about that, but I kind of agree with them, though. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just like, okay, I would like one of these 3 quarterbacks, and not only are those 3 gone, but 3 more are gone as well. Yeah, we're just going to wait.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do?
So they're not going to reach for somebody, but somebody that did snag a quarterback in this year's draft was the one and only New Orleans Saints, baby.
Oh, fuck.
They actually drafted a quarterback in this year's draft.
I don't know,
Wasn't until later
I'm
on.
trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
It looks like they didn't get a fucking 3rd rounder.
Yeah, that happens. So, and
Yeah.
I don't know how much trading they did, but yeah, and I'll talk about trade ups when we touch on the Lions. But
Yeah,
it looks like they didn't have a 3rd or a 4th rounder. Damn.
Nope, no 4th or 3 either.
The Saints got some offensive tackle. I'm not going to even try to pronounce his name.
Yep.
Who's very good. I think I saw him actually get projected to go to the Raiders at 13, but the Raiders were like, fuck, Brock Bowers is there, so we'll take him.
Shit, why not?
So they snagged him, so they got a great offensive tackle, which my boy Derek Carr got sacked a lot last year, so they desperately needed to fix that offensive line. Kool-Aid McKinstry fell to the fucking Saints in the 2nd round, which is a fantastic pick because every mock draft I've seen, they had the Lions taking Kool-Aid
Okay.
in the 1st round. There's a reason why the Lions didn't take him, and we'll get to that in a moment. But you got a guy named Kool-Aid, and he's on your Saints.
Fuck yeah, we did.
So we'll take that. Good corner. Spencer Rattler, I don't know how to say it. He was taken in the 5th round. He fell a little bit. you want to know the quarterback that was taken before him, where he was drafted. So
Oh
if
God,
he's in the
you mean
fifth
like
round,
whatever? Yeah,
so
window.
like let's say he was like the 240th pick,
Yeah.
Spencer Rattler. The quarterback that was taken before him was pick 12.
Okay.
So from pick 12 to pick 240, no quarterbacks were taken.
That's crazy.
So remember, in the top 12, 6 of them were quarterbacks.
Yep. Damn.
So then at 12, the drop off. So that's cool that you got one of the bigger named quarterbacks, Bert, but just remember 5 fucking rounds went by
Yeah.
before another
Holy
one was
shit.
taken. So but it works out for him because Derek Carr is going to be there for a little bit longer. And he can just sit back there and learn from him, which will be fine. He literally looks like he buys V-Bucks, though, so I don't like him that much, but
Okay.
I digress.
Oh, yeah,
he
does look a little goofy, doesn't he?
He looks like Cousin Casino's best friend.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he's got like that high school curly hair thing going on.
Yeah, I think he was 5th round, right?
Yeah. Fucking 14-year-olds love that hairstyle. Anyways.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Took a wide receiver in the 5th round, Bub Means. I think that works out. I don't really think they got Olave there, and then they had that other guy for the Saints that was doing pretty well. I don't remember his name. And a decent tight end in Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
So I think they could have used another receiver too, which they went and got. Jalen Ford, who's a linebacker in the 5th round. Christian Boyd, D tackle, and then another offensive tackle in the 7th round. So I don't think they had a crazy draft, but them being able to grab that tackle in the 1st round and then Kool-Aid in the 2nd round,
yeah,
we'll take it. Well, I think that's an awesome draft right there. And then Spencer Rattler to kind of learn behind Carr. I think it was decent.
Yeah.
I like the Raiders draft a little bit more.
Wow.
Because I don't really, unless these late guys end up being something special. But the Raiders have like 2 difference makers in the beginning with their offensive lineman and our best tight end in college football history. So
yeah, that is kind of hype.
I don't really know, but I don't know. There's just more name power behind it. That's all I know when it comes to these college football players. And then lastly, the Lions, in which the draft actually took place in their hometown in Detroit, set some records. Have you seen all the shit that happened with the draft?
No.
So apparently it wasn't the Detroit. Detroit is where the draft was this year, and it set the record for the highest draft day attendance of all time.
Okay.
In the first day, they broke the record for most people in attendance for the first day of over 275,000 people.
That's a lot of fucking people.
They broke the second day record as well. And then the third day, they announced they are going to beat the record and that over 775,000 people attended the draft in Detroit.
That's like a lot of fucking people.
They were coming up on 1 million people.
Holy fucking shit.
For one event for 3 days.
Okay.
I looked it up.
That's insane.
The population of Detroit, I looked this up, 660,000 people.
Okay.
And then also
Okay.
Yeah, so also the next year's draft is in Green Bay.
Okay.
So I looked it up. There's 106,000 people in Green Bay.
Okay.
Which means the entire city of Detroit and the entire city of Green Bay showed up for this draft. That
is fucking bananas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they had quite the turnout there.
Holy fucking shit. I literally, I can't even, like, imagine that. That's like the entire city in, like, a fucking, I don't even know how big that area would be, but it's, like, in a pretty, like, a fucking focused area.
Well, look up pictures. Just look up Detroit draft day record. Yeah, like attendees and stuff like that. Like the pictures are insane. They were all over Sports Center and shit like that.
Okay.
There's just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people there.
Just packed right in there.
Yeah.
Big crowds in Detroit for today's NFL draft.
So that's cool.
Damn,
they're not coming
cool.
to Arkansas anytime fucking soon.
Big rips.
We'd really show up for them, I bet.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But I first of all, I thought Detroit had a lot more than 660,000 people, so
yeah.
I'm wondering if it's because people GTFO'd for a little bit. We all know the memes about Detroit. Like, man, can't have shit in Detroit.
Yeah, for real.
But I find it funny that everybody that lives there, every resident that lives there, everybody, their mamas, their papas, their aunties, their unkies, all could have been at that draft, plus 100,000 more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like every motherfucker in their house. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
So I just don't understand how both this year's draft and next year's draft cities could combine and it wouldn't hit it. Fucking lot of people wanted to see the draft in person.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, how did the team that was hosting the draft do? Well, the Lions had the 29th overall pick in the draft. They traded up to the 24th overall pick to select corner Terrion Arnold, a defensive back out of Alabama. And you know how I said the Lions are supposed to get Kool-Aid?
Uh-huh.
The reason why they were going to take Kool-Aid was because Terrion Arnold wasn't supposed to be there. He was a top 15 player.
Right.
That was supposed to be drafted a lot earlier, like 10 fucking picks earlier. So once again, Detroit's just kind of sitting there, and they're like, well, shit, I mean, you ain't supposed to be here. So that's why we traded up to go get him, because he wasn't supposed to be there. Same thing with Brock Bowers and the Raiders. That's why we traded up to get him, too. Or we didn't trade up to get him, we just took him there.
Right.
So, yeah, we went and got, like, the best corner in the fucking draft.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we'll take that.
Fuck, why not?
In the second round, they took Ennis Rakestraw Jr., who also happens to be a corner. Not really the biggest fan of this. I'm not really sure why they took a corner in the first round and a corner in the second round.
That is a lot.
We already got a couple of corners there now. We traded to get that Charlton Davis guy. We have a Meek Robertson from the Raiders, rest in peace. And they had a corner from the 49ers last year that blew out his ACL, and we re-signed him. So hopefully he won't do it. Like, he blew out his ACL like in the first game last year. They're like, hey, can you not do this again? Let's have you around for this time. So we had 1, 2, 3 solid corners, but we definitely needed one more for sure. So getting this Terrion Arnold pick is huge. But then we went and took another one. It's like, holy fuck, now we got 5. You can't have that many out there on the field at the same time.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. That is one of those positions where you can't have too many of.
Isn't it 4? Or it probably depends, right?
Well, it depends on what the offense is running and things like that. But
because it's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we're just saying, like, having a rotation and stuff like that. Like, that is a good position to have a lot of, but taking 2 in the first round, kind of crazy. We don't have any third rounders. Fourth round, we moved up and grabbed an offensive tackle from British Columbia. Canada is where he's from.
Okay.
6'8", 350-pound man.
Okay.
That ran
so
a 40 time in under 5 seconds.
Okay.
anytime you see anybody like over 280 run a 40 time with the number 4 starting off is pretty fucking impressive.
What position did you say?
Offensive lineman.
Okay. Offensive lineman.
Yeah. So he'll be blocking for their QB over there.
Well, fuck, you don't need to run, though.
Yeah, I know. It's gay that they even
what the hell
do that. It just shows how athletic they are.
Right.
So,
maybe he can
in the 4th round, we took Sion Vicky. I don't know how to say his name. He's from Utah. This guy, he played safety and running back for them, so which you don't see at the college level very often.
No.
So it'd be interesting to see where he's going to be. People say he's going to be a crazy special teamers, and he can provide depth at multiple positions. And then round 6, they took Mackay Wingo, who is a defensive tackle at LSU, which apparently is a big steal. And we took another offensive lineman in the 6th round as well. We also, and once the draft's over, you can sign undrafted free agents or undrafted college players that didn't get drafted but are eligible to play in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
You can sign anybody really at that point, and the Lions signed the University of Michigan's kicker, the team that just won the national championship, signed their kicker.
Okay.
See how he does. And then I think it was the College of Illinois. They had a wide receiver that the Lions signed who literally led his team in all receiving categories. So that's kind of neat.
That's not bad.
I feel like that should automatically get you a selection in the late draft, but
yeah, I mean,
fuck. Must be gay.
Yeah.
They must be huff and cock.
There's no other explanation, really.
None. So that wraps up the draft for our 3 teams, though. I know I said I wouldn't talk about it too long, but it's under 30 minutes, and trust me, I could have talked about it for a lot fucking longer. So
it only happens once a year, so.
Yeah, so hopefully we didn't make you go honk, shoot me too quickly, so.
Yeah.
Especially if you're driving. Don't do that. That's gay.
True, please. Don't. Or at least turn fucking B&B off before you snooze.
Yeah, so then it's your fault.
Yeah, it's your problem.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the NFL draft. Just wanted to touch on it. Good for the city of Detroit for putting up a record-breaking draft things. Anytime the NFL has big turnouts like that, it's really good for the sport. So,
yeah,
happy to see that. And as more NFL news comes up, we'll be sure to chat about it when we feel like it. We're not obligated to. We don't have to.
We're not endorsed or anything.
Yeah,
Sponsored.
They're not sponsoring this, so.
Yeah, not yet.
No. They keep sending our calls to spam, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Someday Raj will give us a call. So cool.
Yeah.
So that's something I talk about here a lot. One thing we used to talk about a lot is AI. And Bert actually has some AI conversations he wanted to bring up.
I really do.
Let me pull up Clash.
Oh, boy.
All
Clash might honestly be perfect. Because,
I'm ready.
oh, boy.
Bert's going to join.
With all this... yeah, we just totally forget about the pod. No.
Yeah. We just stopped talking, Bert. Sit down your golem.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Here, no. Yeah. All right, hog push. Clone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And freeze.
Oh, there it is.
Told you.
Go 3 crown. Okay. That's okay. Oh my god, I don't even know. This blew me away. Okay, the pictures.
This blew me dry.
That's amazing. Not as amazing about what I have to share.
One up.
I'm gonna write that one down. So here's the dealio.
Okay.
I am an avid YouTube watcher.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy watching.
Your body count says a lot.
It really does. Yeah, check the stats, check the scoreboard.
Mm-hmm.
Zeros across the board. Mm-hmm. Hours on YT have never been higher.
Mm-hmm.
But essentially, I don't know why I like giving fucking dumbass background to this stuff. Probably because I think it's silly, and I like to think I can tell stories in any capacity. Can't normally, but here we are. So the deal is, I like listening to... I think I might have shown you. They have different YouTube channels where there's a dude, and he's like, we're going to spin a wheel, and it has all these different prompts on it, like fucking goth house music, or it's going to be like fucking honky tonk, hoedown, dubstep, and all this shit. And then he goes in and he makes music. And the chat, like, he does it live on Twitch, and there's a chat and everything, and they talk to him like, yo, put in the fucking, this meme.
Turn
meme
on
song.
honky tonk hoedown.
Yeah, put in like the, put in that, and then turn that in the beat. And he does all this crazy shit. And he was reviewing, he just released a video recently. He dropped a fucking video, and he was reviewing songs made by AI.
Okay.
And
Charlie did something like this.
Dude, what was Charlie doing with it?
He made a song about penis,
Okay.
and it sounded real.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, this guy...
It sounded like really professional. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Sorry, he just put down a big hand here. I'm trying to counter it.
Okay, yeah. 1 second. You should say that in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Hang on.
This is a big push.
Damn, I haven't seen that card in a while.
Oh gosh, I need more elixir.
Damn, what a 1-2.
Fuck.
Yeah, so anyways, he pulled up like an AI thing, and he like wrote it, like he just put lyrics in it and was like, make it screamo, and then hit play, and it sounded real as shit.
This guy did it, and he had like, it was hilarious. One of the songs he had was write a country song, but basically it's all the opposites. So it was like a country song, or write me a country song, but
Why are you bringing country songs up 2 times in a row on this podcast?
It was just
you turning gay?
No. I don't like
gay?
it or nothing. There's some that I can wiggle a
above.
finger to, as Burger says, but that's about it. The new stuff's cringe, but the one that he had, it was pretty funny. You probably would have thought it was silly. I wanted to send it to you so bad, but I might have to send it later. But it was like, I'm a cowboy without a horse, and I don't drink whiskey. I don't drink beer. I live in a condo and all this shit. Yeah, it was just a gay. It's like I don't have no guns or nothing. And it wrote a whole ass country song, and it was like, holy fuck. But the thing is, this guy made the mistake of dropping the link to the fucking AI song generator. And I may or may not have been playing with it.
I've been playing with something too.
Oh boy, have you. I wonder if you've been having as much fun as I have.
Probably.
Uh-oh. That's crazy. Well, I would like to play you a B&B song that I made on here.
Okay.
I would like to look up what the fuck I wrote for this. Will it let me do this? Create. So, what did I write? So this is the description. You get to write a description just like the AI stuff, and then it pops a song out. You didn't by chance play with this yourself, did you?
No.
Okay. So the prompt that I gave it, I wrote 2 different songs, a pop song and an indie rock song. Quote unquote, I wrote a prompt for 2, and the thing pumped out 2. So for the chill song, I wrote a chill pop song about a podcast that talks about cousinly love and shenanigans. The podcast is called Bert and Burger. Bert and Burger are just trying to bring the family element to the podcast world. And the other one that I wrote was like a chill indie pop song, or a chill indie rock song about a podcast, whatever. And then I said something about the podcast is called Bert and Burger, and some other goofy fucking thing. But it was like pretty much the same thing for both. And I want to play this for you, and you're probably going to shit your fucking pants.
No.
I was amazed at how accurate this was, too. I did not write these. You saw or you heard what I just wrote in, and this is what it gave. So it's kind of a little sketchy how it perfectly pulled this up, but Okay, here we go. I'm probably not going to play the whole thing, but unless you want to listen to the whole thing, it's like 1:40.
We'll see. I'll let you know when I'm bored.
Okay, here we go.
In the basement, late at night, burning burgers shining bright, talking about life with all the might. Podcast magic, we hold on tight. Sharing stories, cousinly love, shenanigans, they're not afraid of laughs and tears. On this ride, burden
Gonna cry?
side by side. Burden burger, side by side. Burden Burger, the best podcast in the world. The voices soothing like a river of
All right, the quality, I can't really hear it now.
bringing joy to the air. Listening to them, we got love to spare.
Dude, it's fucking crazy.
I was breaking up pretty bad at the end, but
Yeah.
I got the gist of it.
Yeah. You can actually download it and like I can fucking upload it so the quality's actually good, but
Yeah, if you want to do
holy
that, or just
fuck.
send it to me so I can hear it more.
Dude, the way they fucking called me out for living in a basement off the rip, I'm like, I didn't even
Yeah.
put that in the fucking generator. Like, what
you
the
know, it's
fuck?
it's funny because it said it recording in a basement or whatever late at night, and it's literally almost 11 o'clock at night. And Bert's in his
I'm in my fucking
in his
basement.
basement. Yeah,
Like, cool, the AI are listening.
cool.
They might be our biggest fan, honestly. The AI
Yeah.
fucking overlords might be our
They're
best
gonna be
fan.
like fans of Elvis
Yeah. Now,
and football.
it's fucked. I was kind of blown away.
Ran
Not
by
kind of, but...
in-
yeah.
oh
The AI could decipher it. No.
oh, that sucks. We're fucked.
We're done for. Tool.
Oh.
So, yeah, I don't know if you want to hear the fucking pop one or if you kind of got the idea. I don't know.
Yeah, I got the idea. You can send them to me, but just because I can't hear it very well.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked.
Yeah, that's kind of similar to what Charlie did, where it sounded really good. It was, like he wrote, it was like about a fart that he took and how stinky it was or something, and it sounded like really good. Yeah,
That's crazy.
and it was screamo too, so like he was just fucking screaming. Like,
I haven't heard the screamo ones. I think you can only make I think it's 5 songs for free, and then you have to either make a new account and cheese it again, or start paying for it.
We've all been there, yeah.
Yeah, it blew my fucking mind. I saw that, and that was one of the first time. It's not even. I'm trying to be dramatic. The first time in a long time, I fucking got the urge to, fuck a little bit of B&B into the world. So I'm like, boy, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So I know you can do instrumentals.
About time you bring a good talk.
I know. I kind of looked into this one a little bit. Yeah, I gotta say, this one, I was geeked about this. I had to
Show my mom.
suppress yeah, I probably will.
He's probably like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, Lord Jesus, look at this.
Dear. Yeah.
God, watch this.
Yeah. Peep this big guy. He's
Adam.
like, yeah.
Oh.
See, I had like a terrible I also wanted to talk about it on the pod. Sometimes comedians, I feel like, sometimes I like to pretend like that's what we're doing here. We're just doing like fucking amateur comedian shit. We're silly geese.
Better.
But what it was is sometimes they come up with silly scenarios in their head, like, oh man, what if a fucking, homeless guy end up getting an empire? What would he think about local wildlife? I don't know what I'm saying. Basically, I was washing my face in the sink last night, and I'm like, I wonder if there are like gangbangers
Yes.
out there who are like super
Yes.
religious.
Oh.
And they have debates, and they're like, I wonder if Jesus is a Crip.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if there's people
Somebody
out
asked
there.
us if Jesus had Riz
Yeah. Wait, who did?
when on our Discord.
Somebody.
Topics we should talk about. Someone's like, "Yo, did Jesus have Riz?"
Yeah. It's something about imagining.
And that was when you were like, "Riz only means sex," and I'm like, "Wow, that is not fucking
Oh
true at all."
no! I said that.
You were like doing one of your little bitter crossing your arms. Thing,
Oh.
like what the fuck else would it mean? Like being an asshole about it.
Okay. I've seen it in other senses or in other
Since then.
senses since then. Yeah, and I've reformed my
and
opinion.
they were there before. Yeah, you were just being
They
gay.
existed. I just was being cringe.
Mhm.
But I don't know, stuff like that. It's like imagining, the big guy in modern times. It's like I wonder if Jesus would be an iPad kid.
Well, and they've talked of I've seen stuff like that too. Like imagine if it was written like in today's sense instead of like before electricity.
Uh-huh.
Like the types of fucking shit, like stuff in there.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
so Adam was sitting there reading the paper in the morning after he just came home from PF. Like
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
it's kind of
He's
like
scrolling Facebook.
Yeah, it's kind of like that Bible translation thing you sent me, where like he's him.
Yeah.
He is
For
him.
he is him.
Yeah, literally, your cousin would say something like that too.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't know.
I thought about stuff like that too.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, no. So, are you gonna make some more B&B music?
Yeah, I've had since I was talking about in the intro of this topic, I've been watching this motherfucker for a long time, and I get so... It's kind of like with Burnt Burger, too. Like, I just get the weird little creation bug in me where I'm like, damn, I need to make that... Like, that goofy-ass fucking art thing I was making before?
Yeah,
Like the
that did
video
really
editing
well,
thing?
and you have yet to fucking make a single other one
Yeah.
since then. That was cool.
It's one of those things, and it's like, I don't know. It's just, it comes in waves, maybe. And it always comes back to certain things come back. I don't know what I'm saying, but I've tried to make songs multiple times for the pod, and I've shit the fucking bed. So I'm just going to do this.
This is a lot easier.
Yeah, this is something that's a little bit more manageable, where there's people out there who have been making fucking music for literally ever, and it still sounds like shit.
I was about to say, like, one of our guests.
Oh, yeah.
You said that sounds like shit part.
No, I mean, I wasn't talking about that. I don't even know what you're talking about, but...
I was going to say, like, oh, like, this person has made music before, and you're like, yeah, it still sounds like shit. I'm like,
Oh, no.
I wasn't going to say that.
No, I just mean there's some people out there who have tried again, and it still doesn't sound great. And I feel like I'd be...
Sounds like that. Like, there's people with podcasts do that too, where literal years and years go by, and yet it just does not go anywhere.
Really just can't
Like,
figure it out.
You really just cannot fucking get over it. It's just amazing
Uh-huh.
how, like, you think about ending it, you know?
Yeah. It's like, fuck, I hang up the skates permanently.
Not the podcast.
Yeah, no, just a step above.
All of it.
All the hobbies.
What are you ending? All of them.
Yeah, fuck.
You gonna find nope. You gonna do nope. You don't even know what I'm gonna say. Don't matter.
Don't matter.
No matter what you say, the answer will remain the same. And what's that? No.
Yeah.
That's
Just remember
it.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, this is your fault.
Fucking dummy.
I think if I were to like end myself,
Uh-huh.
I'd like to blame like someone like, well, fuck you, Joe.
Yeah. You in
Who
particular.
the fuck was Joe? I don't even know a Joe. Well, I know a couple, so that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
One
One or two.
Spencer.
There you go.
I'm like,
Or-
yo, who is Spencer? My mom will be like, he never fucking talked about a Spencer.
Yeah. Boy, he must really meant something, though. Fuck.
Yeah, for my son to kill himself.
Yeah, Jesus. Got old Spencer, huh?
Yeah, fuck Spencer.
Fuck Spencer. They just
Yeah.
made a movie about this fucking, like, have you heard of that dumbass fucking Ricky Stenicki movie?
Yeah, they actually talked about that on the New Heights podcast because they had Cheeto come on the podcast.
Cheeto.
Yeah, the comedian, the stand-up comedian that has a podcast with Bobby.
And Anthony Santino?
Yeah,
Cheeto.
that's his nickname.
What the fuck?
Literally what everybody fucking calls him.
Yeah, Anthony Santino's fucking incredible.
Yeah, no, he came on the
New
the
Heights Pod, huh?
podcast. Yeah,
Yeah, he's a
and he
silly
was pretty
goose.
cool.
Yeah, he's super cool. He's like
They
low-key
had Little
just...
Dicky on first, and then
Little Dicky's crazy, too.
well, they also had Arnold Schwarzenegger on too.
All right, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Little Dicky's a different kind of crazy.
Yeah, you can stop saying that's crazy to the fucking three guests because you said that about Cheeto, fucking Little Dicky, and I'm like, I had a stunt on you. They had Patrick Mahomes on too.
Okay, that's crazy.
And Andy Reid.
Okay. They had Andy Reid on?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Probably had Trump on by this point, but
Fuck. Well.
yeah. So, but yeah, he seems silly.
Yeah.
The Cheeto guy.
So you heard
But
about
I don't
the
know.
movie then?
Yes, I have because they talked about it.
Yeah, yeah.
They talked about it. John Cena's in it too, right? And
Yeah.
Zac Efron. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was this about a guy killing himself and blaming it on somebody else?
Not
Why did you bring it up?
necessarily, but basically a fake guy who doesn't exist, and they fucking blame a whole bunch of shit on him. And then they finally have to hire somebody to, like, be the guy.
That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
Robin
know, it's
Williams did
very
something
different, but-
something like that, where he was in a movie where his son killed himself while masturbating.
Okay.
Like he liked to choke himself with a tie around his neck while he jerked
Okay.
off,
Uh-huh.
and
He made
something-
a movie about this.
something. No, he was in the movie. Robin
Oh.
Williams. He didn't make this.
Okay.
Something disastrously went wrong, like in the Titanic, and the boy lost his life.
Okay. Hit an iceberg.
Yeah, I don't know if he.
Oh, fuck.
I actually don't remember how he killed himself. Now that I
Okay.
think about it,
So it wasn't via auto asphyxiation.
no, he was just
That's
jerking off, and he
true.
fucking died.
Damn.
I don't. Boy, I watched this when I was in college, but yeah, he had a tie wrapped around his neck, and then he had like the tie wrapped to something, and he would like lean forward and choke himself while he was jerking off.
Okay.
And he died, and Robin Williams found his son, lip, dick in hand, hanging himself while fucking, I don't know, probably two guys were banging by the time the auto play
Hey.
feature
Yeah.
came through.
Huh.
And Robin Williams was a struggling author at the time, and he was like, I fucking can't have my kid die like this, so he wrote a suicide note
Oh, shit.
for his kid, so it didn't look like he fucking
was fucking throwing...
choking himself with a tie while jacking off.
Yeah.
So he wrote a suicide note and then did something to make his kid look like he hung himself. And then
That is
The-
fucking insane.
the note got like in the public and went viral, and people are saying he's a beautiful writer and he's such an amazing person, and I didn't realize he had such a big heart, and it was making all of this national news, and Robin Williams was like, huh. Because he was the author,
Uh-huh.
and all of his books were not selling at all.
Damn.
So then he writes a suicide note pretending to be his kid, and then that note takes off
Pops the fuck
like
off.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how long it was. It's not like he wrote a book on it or something like that.
Right,
but
right.
it was a handful of pages, I believe, and it went viral, and everyone's like, he's such a gifted writer. It's so sad that we lost him. Robin Williams is like, God damn it.
Oh, my God.
He ends up saying he didn't hang himself. He died while masturbating.
You get so bitter, you fucking bring it all the way around.
Yeah, he did too. And then the movie ended with him naked, and he jumped in a swimming pool and swam. I don't remember what that movie was called.
That's fucking crazy.
That
is a plot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you saw Robin Williams' pee-pee.
Oh, yeah. That's how all good movies.
I don't think I
end.
like the movie.
No?
Yeah.
It sounds like one that could be
But the story's
quite
cool.
slow. Oh.
Robin Williams' son dies. Oh, son's death movie is this? Oh, World's Greatest Dad. Yeah, a single father who fakes a suicide note for his son. Wow, listen to this. Fakes a suicide note for his son after discovering the teen has hung himself accidentally during an act of autoerotic.
That's what it is, autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yeah, asphyxiation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's one of his last movies I think he made before he hung himself while
Yeah.
erotic.
His Peter.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. R.I.P. Anyways, yeah. Don't know how we got on that one, but
That's okay, yeah.
AI song's cool. Okay, so
Yeah, boy.
something else I wanted to talk about that's cool is
We love cool stuff here.
I'd say about 6 months ago or so,
About 9 months ago.
I bought a PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
And in that PlayStation 5, I spent $350 on it off of Facebook Marketplace. Godsend, by the way, Facebook Marketplace.
Oh,
Ask your
yeah, if
brother.
you know how to use her. You don't get addicted, like some people I know.
Yep. Like some people in earshot, probably. Well,
Yep, fuck.
But yeah, I sold it on there, or I bought it on there for $350. And it came with everything that a PS5 always comes with, no games or anything, just the console and the controller and stuff. And they were still brand new, being sold for like $400 or $500, whatever it is. But this one was nice because it came with a VR headset.
Fuck yeah.
It came with PlayStation Virtual Reality. And Bert knows part of the story, but
Oh, yeah.
it came to a conclusion not too long ago. So when I got that VR headset thing, it sat in the box for months.
As all good VR systems do.
Yeah, and I'm usually not like that. Like, it's very rare for me to do something like that, like buy something and then not fucking use it for months on end.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted the PlayStation 5. The fact that VR was there was whatever. So finally, my girlfriend's like, we were bored one weekend. She's like, we could hook up the PlayStation VR thing. I was like, oh, yeah, we can do that. So I went and got it, and I was all excited, and I started hooking it up. I found out that there were so many wires to this damn thing. Like, an unfathomable amount of wires for something that was made in the 21st century. It felt like, you know, those computers.
Octopus on your head.
Yeah, you know those computers where they're like a computer in the 1950s and it'll show like the size of a fucking semi truck, and they're like, yeah, this type of computer is as strong as your cell phone right now.
Yeah.
It felt like that. I'm like, why are there so many wires here? I literally had to look up a tutorial on how to hook it up to my PlayStation 5. So
That's fucking terrible.
and it had like one of those boxes that you plug into your PlayStation to have more like USB ports and stuff. Like, it was insane how much shit. And the worst part about it, as I've told you, is the goggles have a wire that run from the goggle to the system, meaning there's just a 30-foot fucking wire dangling from your head while you're playing VR. I don't understand how that is not a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Where I go to take a step and then I trip on the wire into my TV and the Xbox fucking explodes as my knee thrives into its fucking cock.
Yeah.
It just, I couldn't believe it. So I was so frustrated and I was trying to get it figured out, and I finally got it, and then I got a free game and I tried to sync the remotes, and then one sunk and then the other one sank, and then I was just like, what do I do now? And it's not working, and I'm like, I'm fucking done. So maybe I'll figure this out later. Unplugged all of it, put it in the box. Nope. Put it on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I can sell this and then buy the second one, because I found out that I have the first gen of the PlayStation VR. There's
Okay.
Gen 1 and Gen 2. Gen 2 just came out like last year. So this is actually pretty old. It's from 2016. However, it felt like it was 2002 when this fucking thing came out. It was
That's
disgusting how many wires were needed for a VR thing. I couldn't believe it. So anyways,
so gross.
yeah, it was gay. So I saw that they were selling on Amazon for like $175, $200 or whatever it was. Like, so I just threw it on Marketplace for $150. I always start high, and then anybody literally counters with anything, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Get it out of my house, please.
I had one person and one person only reach out to me, and she was kind of bad, as I've told you. She was okay. Yeah. Found out my girlfriend listens to these, so she's all right. Babe, you're
What
more
in
beautiful,
another
but-
life?
Yeah.
Let's say theoretically I had a twin who looked exactly
Yeah.
like me and had the exact same thoughts, but didn't have a girlfriend. He would.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't say that.
I'm getting yelled at either way. So,
Oh, God. I'm kidding.
and I sold it to her for $150.
That's kind
Cash?
of wild.
She was telling me something that her brother had one and it broke, or some of the parts went
That's
missing.
weird.
So they were just buying it for the parts, really. And I looked at her
Okay.
Facebook profile, and I think she did a lot of traveling, not just in the United States, but across the fucking ocean and shit. So I think they had some money, especially if you can just
they're
spend
throwing it
$100.
around.
Yeah, especially if they just have $150 fucking dollars that you can
Parts.
just go for parts. Yeah,
Oh.
which I feel like the parts would be cheaper, but who am I to judge? Anyways,
Yeah, fuck it.
leave that one to the big man.
Yeah, shit. Oops.
Yeah. Then she's like, "Do you know if it's like compatible like with Fortnite?"
Yeah, just get it out of my house.
I fucking didn't do whatever you want. I mean, you should see the things you can do on it with porn. Now get it out of here.
Exactly. Shoot.
I wanted to be like, I mean, you can tell she's a girl, so she doesn't know how video games work. But yeah, unfortunately, VR is not at the point where we can play Red Dead Redemption 2 in 4K.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a couple hundred years out from then.
Yeah.
Especially at the rate it's going out. It's a fucking
I want to be
joke.
like, I'm like, picture it's the best game out there with the highest graphics. Looks like Minecraft. So. With the characters and pixels and everything like that. So, yeah, it doesn't have Fortnite. I'm sorry.
Oops. Yeah. Nope.
I don't know. She asked me. I think I kind of played dumb. Like, oh, I mean, there's all sorts of stuff you can do. Yeah, whatever. I don't fucking remember. She gave me money and I said, go away. I fucking ran away like a goblin. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Rubbing your fingers together. Yeah.
yeah, just like rubbing my fingers on the money.
Exactly. Skittering. What the hell?
Yeah, it's like those fucking cartoon characters where their shoulders are scrunched up and just their toes are moving and they're like moving forward at like 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I sold it. And also I sold so I had a PlayStation 4 before I bought this.
Yep.
And I sold that for $270. So if you take the money
That's crazy.
that I got from my PS4 and then took the money that I spent on the PS5 and the headset and then took the money that I made from selling the headset, I literally got a PS5 plus $70.
That's
Call me
fucking
the
crazy.
negotiator.
Yeah, shit. Fish Tank. Burger. Welcome to Fish Tank.
Literally fucking took a PS4 and turned it into a PS5 plus $70 in cash.
Yeah. That's fucking sweaty.
Yep.
Honestly,
That's
I
how
do
Burger
feel like
rolls.
Facebook what the fuck? Facebook Marketplace is a lot of like, get this fucking item out of my house, please. You know? So it's like, because you probably got the VR and the other thing for a good little steal, right?
I got the PS5
like,
and the
goddamn.
VR for $350.
Yeah, that's fucking bananas.
When I sold my PS4 with 2 controllers and a bunch of games for $270.
Yeah, wow.
So, let me tell you this: the VR was basically fucking like worthless. Like they really.
Yeah, they're gonna
I
pawn
don't
it
know.
off to the next motherfucker.
Well, that's what he was doing. He was trying to be like, oh, I can charge this for $350 because VR is included with it. It's like, I don't want the VR. But anyways, it didn't work out perfectly like that because I'm pretty sure I took that money from the PS4 and I bought the TV that's in my office right now. But in the grand scheme of things, turned a
You're on
PS4
top.
into $70 cash
Yeah.
and a PS5.
Yeah.
We won that one, boys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, that was cool, but got the VR out of here. I still have the cash for it. I don't know what I'm going to do. Somehow Bert will do shit like that, and he'll just go and spend that cash that he earned on Taco Bell and stuff. Like, he doesn't even do anything exciting with the money that he makes on stuff.
Yeah, I just do with, like, Christmas stuff. I do keep that away for a good time. But then I also...
money that's gifted to you is very different than something you sell.
Yeah, but I don't really sell stuff.
Well, that's what you told me. You were like, yeah, when I do shit like that, I just go and buy Taco Bell with it. When I'm like, yeah, I put it to the side.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair, I suppose.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Anytime I make money outside of work, I try to spend it on other things.
Ah.
It's like Tater when he got his fucking COVID thing, or the
Oh, yeah.
the $1,200 the stimulus check,
Yeah.
just went straight to the bank.
Cool.
Probably the least deserving of it out of all my friends because he started working right away instead of racking up debt from college and has a good chunk of money saved up, bought a house, yet just took the fucking stimulus check and just put it towards bills.
Yeah, that's like I learned about the fucking stimulus
Didn't get a
check.
new set of tires or nothing.
Yeah. And the weird
Fucking
thing, too...
put
is
trim up around the house. No, just fucking threw it in the bank.
Yeah, and it's like some people were acting like the stimulus check, it's like, oh, that really should be going towards, like, you know, bills. No, I mean, obviously, if you can't afford to pay your bills as it is, then maybe it makes sense. But, like, if you're a motherfucker who has his own house and you're just, like, fucking off, you know, like old Tater or whatever. I don't even know what the fuck Tater does. He probably just, you know.
Fingers. Hole. His hole.
He just does fucking cowboy stuff. Hick lol stuff.
Well,
But
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
it's meant to be, I mean, it's good to, I don't know why I'm getting nerd out about this. Whatever, it's good to fucking spend it anyway. Because it's just getting recirculated into the thing. There's businesses that are fucking, I don't give a fuck. This is gay. I'm doing fucking Bert talk.
Versus literally just putting it
into nerd
back into your
logic.
bank. Yeah, like that's like not.
Into your bank is the worst thing you could do with it, essentially.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Tater is why America failed. And the fucking
Yeah, good
COVID.
job, Tater. Fucking idiot. And
Fucking
every other
dickhead.
Tater out there.
Yeah, fuck.
I
the
didn't
Taters
get
of the
mine.
world. Yeah.
I didn't get any, so I'm glad I don't
Same.
get any of it. But fucking Tater gets all 6 of them or whatever, and just puts them right in his fucking bank account. He's like, cool, 10 grand, just chilling.
Tool? Yeah.
You gonna do anything with it? No, I got an electric bill to pay.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, cool. That's not what it was used for
Neat.
at all.
No?
Not even just him though. Just like, yeah, I think they could have done their research a little bit better on that to make it more
Yeah, it's
useful.
like it's yours to use.
No receipts or anything.
Yeah.
It's like, do you know what an HSA is? A health savings account.
Yeah.
So essentially, for those that don't know, it's one of those things that when you have health insurance from your work, sometimes they offer an HSA, which is a health savings account, which basically they give you a card, and then every paycheck, your work through your health insurance will put a certain amount of money on that card, and then you can use that card for your co-pays or your medication or buy medicine if people in that house got the flu and all of that shit.
Very
Well,
pog.
Yeah, like it's really nice. And my work was putting like over $70 fucking in it every paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, we'll say $150 a month, and then I was there for a while, so I had thousands of dollars in there. And I'm like, shit, I wonder if I can just fucking fly to LA and fucking buy blowing hookers with this. And my mom, who works in the healthcare field, she's like, yeah, no, I mean, that's like a federal offense right there.
Well, I mean, theoretically, Ma, if nobody catches me, is it really a sin?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I think the fucking health savings account people are going to be like, see my fucking HSA being rung up at a strip club. And
Oh, Jesus.
they're going to be like, what's Hooters and Booters on Hollywood Boulevard? What kind of pharmacy is that?
What the hell is this?
Holy shit.
Well, you see, I was dealing with...
Yeah, it was my mental health.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking, it was therapy.
Come on now.
She was dressed up as a therapist and had her fucking lips around my cock. But, I mean...
Exactly. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, still.
Try and tell me.
I need proof. Here. I mean, I got a video I can send you. I don't really know if that's what you're looking for, but...
Yeah.
Show us how this helps. I mean, would this help you?
What the hell?
Yeah. So, anyways, last thing I wanted to chat about, lol.
Okay.
We have a couple of questions that we need to get caught up on in our Discord. So, the B&B Burton fan Discord, every time someone joins, they have to do an introduction, and the introduction's really simple. It's literally just like, what's your name? How old are you? So we don't have any fucking kids in here. For people like Bert to prey on them. Okay. Pronouns, we only want to know if we're talking to a male or female. People have given us shit. They're like, seriously, you're asking me for my pronouns? I'm like, dude, I just want to know if you're a girl or a guy. None of this like he, they, she isn't fucking survivor, victim, me too shit. I don't care. Likes, dislikes, hobbies. And then at the very end, it is, what topic should Bert and Burger talk about in the next episode? So... we'll just start with there, Bert. We haven't done Rio's yet, so if you want to just read Rio's and then I'll read the next one and we'll just go back and forth answering some of these questions, or some of them aren't questions, just suggestions that we have. So you can start us off.
Oh, baby. Let's see if I can figure out where the fuck this is. That's not right.
Introductions.
Oh, introductions. Rio. Oh, damn. Okay. Play D&D.
That's all Rio says. Well, Rio,
Thanks,
no.
boss.
Okay, I will
just
read the
got done,
one.
actually. Next?
Yeah, so, I'm pretty sure the next person, Winchester's 114, says it'd be pretty, she says that she hasn't watched too much of the pod just yet, but she's gonna have to agree with Rio. That would be pretty rad. Okay,
cool.
So D&D is something that we've talked about here and there a little bit. I watched the movie last year. It was a good movie. I liked the movie. Other than that, I have zero experience with it. D&D, I'm fortunately one of the jocks on the D&D side, where we would beat the ever-living fuck out of the losers that play D&D. Meaning, if Bert and I went to school together and he wasn't my cut, I would hurt him.
Yeah.
I would be the bully.
Yeah.
Bert would be the victim for being himself.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of it, too. But no. It's always one of those things for me, D&D, Dungeons & Dragons, that always seemed cool in theory, but then when you actually start doing it, it's really cringe. Especially with the specific crowd that plays D&D.
Yeah.
The crowd that really gets into it, I know even Bert is like, yeah, it gets too much
can't
for my
handle
nerd
it.
brain.
Yeah, it's even, yeah, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot sometimes.
Yeah, and basically, I mean, it's a board game where you're role-playing as a character and, like, you actually role-play as them. And there's a lot of different themes and stuff that you can do, but you're going to have people doing accents and talking a certain way and fucking doing all this certain shit. And maybe if I did it with... No, there's really no way I could get into it. But if it wasn't with people I know, but if I was like playing this with like fucking Tater or Cousin, because you know, when he was like, "Oi, me Heidi's,"
yeah,
like, I don't think I can do it. You know?
Yeah, no, I refuse to do the talking in an accent thing, and I just play it like I'm, you know,
Bert
like I'm
from
not
the podcast.
Basically, exactly like I talk to my cousin here. That's how I talk on there. Sometimes I'll get a little silly and I'll be, something if I'm feeling it, but I will not talk in an accent. That is
Talking like a
little
fag is what you're
beyond.
saying.
It's a little cringe. Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think you can just play D&D with 2 people either, can you?
That would be kind of fucked up.
Yeah, you've said that about a lot of things, and I've done those
Very
a lot
technically,
of things with
yeah,
you,
you could.
and they always don't work. So it's a yes or no question, and it's no. Like, yeah, if you push the boundaries of knowledge and intelligence, yeah, you could make it work, but no, it's not a 2-player game.
I think you could make a... It would be extremely overwhelming, but you could do it. Yeah,
It would be incredibly makeshift, and
it would not be the same.
It wouldn't be Dungeons and Dragons anymore.
People wouldn't call it Dungeons.
It would literally be a game called Dungeons and Dragons, but with 2 people. Like, it wouldn't be the same fucking thing anymore.
Yeah, there is something special about...
What's the minimum you can have?
I mean, see, that's the thing, though. Because you can do it with 3 people.
Okay, that's the answer then.
My
Cool.
buddies will
3
specifically
people.
say,
Next.
well, the thing is you have... There's one person who's like the fucking boss, and then there's the people that play the game. So there's like the writer, and then the players. So if you have
3
only
to 5
one
people.
player... What's up?
Oh, can be played with a minimum of 2 people. Okay, Bert was wrong. We could play it.
However, well, that's the... Do you consider the writer...
D&D can be played with a minimum of 2 people, but often having 3 to 5 people is an ideal size.
Yeah, 2 actual players. Yeah, but you would need a third person to be the Jeff Probst of the D&D session.
At
Kinda
minimum,
be the
you'll
host.
need a dungeon master
Yep.
or game master in other TTRPGs and 1 or more players.
Yeah. So you could play with only one player. But yeah.
Yeah, so everyone's saying 3 to 5. Thank you for not answering my question. Okay. Let's go to the next one. The next person also says
Play
D&D
D&D
game would be
forehead.
cooler.
It's like, oh, cool,
Fuck
thanks.
off. Where did this come from? Rio fucking started a monster here.
Thanks, Rio.
Okay, you can read the next one from The Big Lebowski.
Actually, a side thing. I know you would never do it, but you could technically make... whatever. I know of podcasts that do D&D, and you could do like a B&B-esque kind of theme thing.
D&D, B&B.
You could do football D&D. Like, you can literally do it on anything you want. So.
Cool, Bert. Let's do that after you
Anyway.
make the fucking B&B Viver thing. All right, read the
Anyway,
next
yeah.
one.
So here we are. The Big Lebowski. This feller says, personally, philosophy on leadership and leadership qualities
Okay.
is the topic he would like.
Yeah, all right. So
Us to
this
discuss.
fucking asshole hasn't listened to anything.
He's new. Cool. So this guy's new.
Cool. He's like every other guest and hasn't fucking watched anything.
Cool.
Lol.
Darn.
I don't know, man. As far as being a man of the people,
Yep.
I mean, I don't know. I've always liked the idea of being a leader, but at the same time, as countless studies have shown in movies, it always gets to people's head.
Yep.
And they start getting LSD, which is lead singer disease. Lol.
Yep.
Learned that from my boy Nikki.
Yep.
And it just gets culty and rapey. So if we're talking about the leader of a sports team or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
the best kind of leaders out there are, the ones kind of like Dan Campbell from the Lions, where you are talking to your boys on a personal level and not just an X's and O's level.
There's a brain
And-
behind each of these players. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a soul in each of
The
these
heart.
bodies, and yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it's just it's about those kinds of things. This is kind of a question that makes me uncomfortable to talk about on a show where we label everything cock and ball torture, which is still Bert's name in Madden, by the way.
Oh my! Oh, true it is. Fuck.
When I was hanging out with my friends and we saw that name, I'm like, "Look at Bert's name." And he's like, "I don't get it." And I'm like, "It's cock and ball torture." He's like, "Oh yeah, I see it."
Oh shit! Yeah, yeah. I'm proud of
Yeah.
that one. That one took me
Yeah,
a
that
second to
was-
figure out.
It didn't take you that long. You weren't just sitting there. You were in the party with me and Tater and the other guy, and
I'm so silly.
you were like, "Oh, let me think of one real quick."
Got it. Cool, put
But-
this one on the back burner.
Yeah. But honestly, the number one thing with leaders is like, if you're a good leader, people are going to naturally come to you. If you have to go
I've
out and say
noticed
something about
it's
that,
a lot of it is like natural quality, right? Because it's like there's technically a path in my professional career that I could take where I would be a leader of sorts, and personally,
you'd be terrible.
the way I am right now,
You'd be terrible.
and for the foreseeable future, it would be fucking terrible. Like, it would not
Yeah.
happen.
You would be a worse.
Yeah.
Well, you'd be worse than Hitler.
Yeah, boy, it'd probably end up. Nah, I can't say that. Probably end up
Well,
the same. Can't say
Yeah, I mean, yeah, killing yourself. Well,
yeah.
here's the thing. I mean, Hitler was a bad man, but leader, holy shit. He made
Yeah.
them do a lot of crazy fucking things that...
Persuasive
even-
little bastard.
Yeah, my girlfriend won't let me put it in her butt. She literally told me she had a nightmare last night that I put it in her butt, and while she was sleeping, and then she woke up, and she was literally laying there wondering if that actually happened.
Okay.
And then she looked over and saw my mouth was wide open with drool fuking coming out of it. So she's like, "Okay, it was a dream."
Probably
She looked
not.
over and I was facing the other way, with the finger in my ass. So she's like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, so it was me. I
Yeah.
did it to him. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no shit.
But yeah, no. Anytime you have to force yourself to be a leader, you're probably not
terrible.
a good one. Yeah,
There's
I've
yeah.
even seen that in Survivor. Like that's kind of where I see it the most. Where
So cringe.
the season I started season 25, and one guy is just like, I'm not going to be the leader, and then he just immediately started telling everybody what to do, and I think he gets sorted out right away. Lol.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a natural thing, and if people are going to come to you, like most of the time I'm the leader in my friends and friends group, and I fucking can't stand it. Because if I don't say anything, my cousins won't order food.
Nope.
They won't order drinks. They just sit there and just fucking look at each other.
Yup.
Yeah, I'll have a water. And then they start talking. So it's it's not fun.
Yeah.
It's not
I
fun.
I hate it. Or it's like it's like when I'm around in public, I do not like being the person in front. I do not like fucking walking in front and trying to figure out. Like, I'm always looking
It
over my
doesn't
shoulder
matter.
to see if you guys are
You might be
following
one
me.
of the biggest fucking sheep I've ever met in my life.
I hate it.
And
Yeah.
That
I
is
just like
one
not
of
having
your
to think about
biggest toxic traits is how much of a fucking bitch you...
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I like to limit my
Yeah.
thinking as much as I
Yep.
possibly can.
Bert,
It's bad.
that's not true at all. Yeah, whatever
Well,
you're
in a-
trying to say, you did not use the right words to
in a
describe
different
what you're
way.
feeling.
Yeah. I'm not saying that.
If anything, your thinking goes beyond limits. All the
Yeah, when I'm
fucking
outside
time.
in public, it's not that way, but
It is too. The amount of shit that you fucking run in circles in your head when you're outside in public situations, like how you won't go on Tinder because there'll be somebody that you see and she swiped right on you, but you didn't swipe left on her, and she's wondering why you didn't swipe right on her and anything like that. Yeah, you're gay.
yeah.
You're a fucking idiot. All right, last one.
Okay.
What topic should Bert and Berger talk about in their next podcast episode? From Sleepy, she says, old cartoon shows that we all used to watch as a kid. This is something that we talked about quite a bit on the podcast, but just kind of running over it pretty quickly. I mean, when I was really young, I used to really like Pokemon a lot, and then it kind of I'm kind of blanking on stuff. I was into Nickelodeon stuff like Bert was, but it quickly switched to the Marvel stuff, in which I am still big fans of now. She says cartoons, so I mean, yeah, Fairly Odd Parents, SpongeBob, shit like that. I'm pretty sure we drafted cartoons at some point. So
Yeah, we definitely did.
check that episode out for a more detailed list. Used to fucking love cartoons though when I was little. Not as much as this fucking virgin here, but
Yeah, I mean, even nowadays, if there's something on, I'll check it out. I don't know what I'm saying. If it's on TV, if my brother's watching something, I'll be like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, his brother is actually mentally retarded. Like, I don't mean that
Yeah.
in a mean way, but he is, like, actually mentally retarded. So if his brother's watching it, it's literally like fucking Sesame Street shit. He's like, yeah, I'll watch it. So,
Yeah, like fuck yeah. This is
Cool.
good
Way
stuff, dude.
way to fucking fill the dead air of just saying random shit. Yeah, I mean, if my brother, yeah, if he's
You know, if
watching
my
it, cool.
boy's watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are
Always
our
liked Tom's,
questions. Yep. Thank you for sending those in. Sorry it took us a bit to get caught up with them, but keep sending those questions, and you never know, we might listen to them here on the podcast. So, other than that, did you have anything you wanted to add about the cartoons you watched growing up as a wee lad?
No, I was just gonna list the ones that I like, but I mean, it's
something we've talked about a lot. Yeah.
yeah.
So, I
Yeah.
don't know. Go watch the fucking show. Like, if you got questions, like, just watch the show. We probably talked about it. There's 224 fucking episodes. I'm sure we've answered every question you could possibly have.
She's around.
Yeah, even RPP links. But,
True.
other than that, thank you so much for listening to this EP of the Burton Burger Podcast, episode 224. Remember, we're just trying to bring a little bit of the family element to the podcast world. And at the end of the day, it's still just comedy. So please, calm yourself.
Chill, man. Have some fun.
Fucking chill. Alrighty. We'll see you guys in the next podcast episode. Take care. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Toodles.
Toodles. Toodles even.
I think I kind of played dumb. Like, oh, I mean, there's all sorts of stuff you can do. Yeah, whatever. I don't fucking remember. She gave me money and I said, go away. I fucking ran away like a goblin. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Rubbing your fingers together, yeah.